game is finished between Viswanathan Anand and Michael Adams. Anand won the game. Vishy, please tell us about the critical moment of the game.
Viswanathan Anandla Michael Adams arasındaki oyunda gördüğünüz kimi Viswanathan Anandın qələbəsi ilə nəticələnmişdi. Bu da bizim 7-ci gördüğünüz kimi raundun son oyunu idi.
We were discussing whether Rook F4, Rook E8, Rook F1 was a better try or not. But I was, for some reason, I was optimistic. I mean, if we take an example like this, Rook F1 and then Rook F4. Somehow I feel with the two bishops and the F line, my position is just very nice. So around about here I was getting optimistic. He went Queen G6, Rook E1, Rook E8. This allows his pawn structure to get shattered, but at the cost of my two bishops. After that, well, my dream setup is a rook on F4, bishop on F5. But ideally, a bishop on F5 cutting his queen off on the king side. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to do this. So his queen escapes. And then here, I still thought bishop F5, queen D2, rook moves, queen H6, something like that should be just easy to play for white. It's not the end, because these two pawns are still a good defensive setup, but of course, white's making progress. But then Michael gave up the H pawn, and suddenly things became much more complicated. I mean, my first problem is rook F5, rook takes E4 works. So I came like this, rook E5. And my problem is he's just cutting my queen off.
Yeah, rook H8.
And then if something like, well, maybe rook F4 is playable.
Yeah, and then rook C5.
Queen B2.
But now I have rook C1 or something and I threaten mate.
Yes. Yeah, maybe I could have started with, yeah, no, it was just not very easy to disentangle. So I came out like this, but then the problem is my queen is kind of stuck. Here, for instance, I was considering B4, AB4, rook F3, just to give this pawn, but to go back to my plan on the king side. But, well, it's tough to just give a pawn like this because maybe you just never get it back. I went H4. I think we both discussed, was it Queen D4?
Yeah.
Queen D4 is one possibility, but...
Well, I think Queen D4 was better earlier. I thought maybe A4 here, but...
yeah,
okay.
or even B4.
Or B4 is also...
Because now I can't play A3. B3 and E2 is not defended. And I don't know how well I'm doing here. But rook D8 I was happy to see because I had seen this trick, but of course I want to maximize. So I first play A3, and now it's very tough because white can even offer the exchange of queens and win slowly just by exchanging G pawn for F pawn, winning the other F pawn, white black gets some pawn in return, and then simply because all my pawns are defended by the bishop. So this was maybe the critical blunder in the game, bishop rook D8. And this is nice. I mean, if he goes queen D4, for instance, then this is the endgame I'm talking about. I'll play G4, king to E3, and I think it's just
big advantage.
Winning. I think it's just winning. So, and afterwards, yeah, you have to be careful not to allow something on the back ranks, but basically white's attack is just faster. And queen versus two rooks is winning because, first of all, I have many, many pawns. And second, the rooks are very badly placed. So H5 was, for instance, typical that you keep as many pawns as possible.
Michael, did you expect from a Vishy rook F5 the sacrificing exchange? Have you seen that? Did you consider that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, yeah, I'm not sure what's better. I mean, I think the position is roughly balanced after rook takes F5. Rook F4 also didn't look bad, so I don't think it makes, it's not really clear which is stronger.
So, but it doesn't mean that white has a clear advantage after rook F5, it's just maybe more easy to play for white.
I didn't think so, but okay. No, I thought my position was quite okay, but yeah, okay. Just rook d8 was awful.
Və təbii ki, orada sual verildi ki, top F5-dən sonra da sizcə bir üstünlüyə yaralandı mı? Hardasa da cavab da oynana bilən bir vəziyyətin olduğunu, pozisiyada müəyyən gedişlər etmək mümkün idi.
Vishy, 2 games left. Now you are the second place, the clear second place. So it's just like you are getting more and more, getting your shape closer to the end. It's normal for you?
Viswanathan da sual verdi ki, artıq oyun qalıb və belə görünür ki, sanki formanı yığırsınız ikinci təbii ki yerə də o. Nə deyə bilərsiniz bu barədə?
I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a very important win, but beyond that I have no idea what's happening.
Və konkret bir şey deyə bilmərəm. Təbii ki, bugünkü oyunun nəticəsi, yəni qələbə mənim üçün həddindən artıq mühüm idi, amma hələ də qarşıda 2 oyun var, gərək gözləyək nəticələri. Dünkü debüt belə görsənir ki, bu adi klassik oyunlarda ancaq 3 dəfə oynamısınız. Nə üçün siz məhz belə bir gedişləri verdiniz, oyun açılışı seçdiniz?
Well, I'm trying to experiment a little bit, and I had some ideas. I mean, interestingly, the problem with C4 I felt today was that Mickey himself has just started playing it. So maybe a year or two, it's in his own repertoire, which is a pity. But anyway, I thought I'll give it a shot.
Nə deyə bilərəm? Sadəcə müəyyən eksperimentlər səbəb oldu. Eksperiment keçirtmək istədim bəzi gedişləri. Öz repertuarımdan çıxış edərək maraqlı müəyyən ideyalarım vardı ki, onları sınaqdan keçirtməyə çalışdım və gördüyünüz kimi C4 onlardan biri idi.
To Vishy Anand, it is not related to this tournament, but nevertheless I want to ask it. This year is 70th anniversary since the birthday of Yuri Razovayev, famous grandmaster. I know that you worked with him, so I would like to ask you, what can you say about Yuri Razovayev and your work with this grandmaster?
I've not worked with him actually, but I played him in one of my first attempts to become a grandmaster, so a tournament in Calcutta, and afterwards we met each other in a couple of tournaments in Moscow. In the I was playing in the B tournament, but he was just a very I just remember him always for a sense of humor. He had always a mischievous look on his face, and he was always saying something very witty. Well, he entertained us a lot, let's put it that way. And I was very sad to hear that he passed away.
Xanım xas xarakteri və kifayət qədər də iti hazır cavablığı ilə yadında qalmışdı.
Dear colleagues, any more questions?
Başqa suallar var mı əziz həmkarlarımız? Beləliklə bizim bugünkü 7-ci